Hey guys, this is Bruce with Brew Noah LLC back here again. First and foremost, all glory to God, all glory to you guys. We love the support, all the feedback, everything on our Instagram, TikTok, our website. Guys, I'm loving everything. We are booking so many sessions. So listen, if you haven't booked your session, talk to me. We have so many people that say, man, you have changed my life. I went from struggling to prosperity to wealth. And then it's verifiable. Like literally, by the end of the video, you'll feel a change and you'll feel a shift. So please feel free to follow, to join us, to grow your life, invest in yourself. You know, it's very important. And some of my services are even free. So, you know, it's not even about the money. It's about us changing the world. But either way, let's jump in. So words are spells, okay? And I want you guys to take a moment to process that and think about that, okay? So everything that you speak is the law. And what I mean by that is the universe, regardless of what religion you believe in, regardless of whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the source, the creator, monad, whatever different names you may have, whatever you follow, the universe goes off a universal law, okay? And what I mean by that is that everything that you say, everything, the universe, God says yes. Okay? So what I mean by that is our creator, the source, gives you everything that you speak. And also in terms of your thoughts too, but we'll go into that later. But in terms of the things that you speak, right? Everything that you say, the universe says yes to it. Now, this is a beautiful thing, and can be a hurtful thing. And I'm gonna go over the beautiness of it. In other words, God never says no. So everything you speak, everything you say, regardless of whether you believe in this or not, everything you speak and say, God says yes. No matter what, He is a glorious, all powerful, beyond our comprehension source of gratitude and love, and He just always says yes. Okay, to everything. And that's the beauty of it. It's a beautiful system from that perspective. Now, let's go over the drawbacks, the negatives of that system. The negatives of that system is He always says yes. Okay? What does that mean? In other words, the universe, God doesn't discriminate and He doesn't judge. So, whereas human beings will put things into a category of good or bad, the universe itself and God's universal law to us is more like, I don't judge in terms of granting you wishes or granting you the life that you speak or granting you the things that you're saying. I more so just say yes and give it to you. Now, the reason why this can be very bad and the reason for this video, because I got a lot of requests from my last video towards the end. People were like, what did you mean when you said words were spells? What does that mean? Can you go into more detail? So, because majority of us, probably 95, 98% of people on the entire planet were not taught these laws of the universe in terms of God, right? We just willingly and just, you know, without fear, we speak everything. We say any and everything, whatever's on our mind, we just speak it and say it. Okay? So now, understand something. The body, God, the body, the universe, the body itself in particular doesn't know when you're joking or when you mean something, when you say something but mean something else. Think of the universe and God as a lawyer, to where you have to specify intent, but more so you have to be very direct with some of the things that you say and do. In other words, so there's a lot of people that walk around and are generally, at least on the surface, tend to be happy people, or they try to be. They smile, you know, they smile through the pain, and they go through their life and they have fun. But they are also like very negative in terms of, they say a lot of negative, hurtful things to others or to themselves. In other words, let me give you an example. If someone says, I am broke, okay, and even me saying that hurts me right now. So, you know, by the end of this video, I'm going to reverse all this. But either way, for you guys, I'll take that punch for these couple of seconds or whatever. When someone says, I am broke, right? God says, yes, indeed you are. What does that mean? Okay? So when someone says, understand, God doesn't view that as bad or good. He just says yes to everything. So in other words, us as humans will be like, oh, I'm telling God that I'm broke, or I'm just speaking in general, I'm broke, so I want my situation to change. God doesn't view it as good or bad. God just says yes. So you have a lot of people who are walking around who are extremely negative and literally putting themselves stuck in a simulation that they can never escape just because of the words that they're speaking. Okay? And it goes deep. It goes deep. Listen, our words have power, and the powers to be that run this world and the other forces that run this world, they know all this information. and there's certain reasons as to why, whatever religion you follow, but let's use the Bible as an example. There are certain things that have been taken out. There's a lot of things that's been modified. There's a lot of things that's been added in the Bible that's not true. There's a lot of different things, and I'm not trying to go over debate over the Bible, but either way, the point I'm making is, this is some of the things that were taken out, and only the elites and the powers to be practice and know. Okay? There's a reason why there's certain individuals out there where everything lines up for them every single time, and their life in terms of wealth and prosperity, it just happens. It's like they're the luckiest people in the world. But there's a reason for that. They understand the importance of their words, of how they speak and how they think about themselves. Okay? So let me give you some more examples. Too willingly, people walk around and they say things like, I'm fat, especially women. Even if they're not, even if they're like skinny, right? They still walk around and they say, I'm fat. Oh my God, I'm so ugly without makeup. Oh my God, I'm this. People just say, I'm this and I'm that, right? Guess what God says? If you say, I'm fat, God says, yes, you are indeed. because listen to me, seriously, I'm laughing, but it's funny, but it's not funny. They don't differentiate between what's good and what's not. The universe just grants you the life that you seek, even if you're seeking it unknowingly, right? That's the beauty of our God, the creator, the source, monad, whatever you want to call him. That's the beauty of God, is that he grants us the life that we want, even if you unwillingly are seeking another life, but asking for this one. And what I mean by that is, when you walk around and you're saying these things about yourself, understand that you are directly putting a spell on yourself. Okay? So when you speak things out loud and you say things like, I'm sick, I have a headache, my stomach hurts, I keep getting sick, I can't get any better. And I got to reverse all this, by the way. But either way, when you say these things, you are directly telling the universe, because God says, yes, you are. And granting you that life. Have you ever met somebody? I'm going to give you proof of this, because everybody knows somebody, and you may be this person. Have you ever met somebody that just, no matter what, they are just always sick? Always, right? No matter what. Like they just can't, for whatever reason, get healthy to save their lives, right? Or have you ever met somebody who just, no matter what they do, no matter what they try, no matter how much they work out, no matter how many different diets they own, they still can't lose the weight that they want to lose, and they're still like fat, right? No matter what they do, right? Have you ever met someone, and this is a majority of you, who just, no matter what, they can't get ahead in terms of their finances because they're always broke, they never have money, no matter what they do, even when they get money, they lose it quickly. This may be you. No matter what, they can never get ahead. When they finally save a certain amount of money, next thing you know, it's gone, right? Something comes up, right? Their life gets super hard, right? 100% of the time, it has zero to do with their situation. It has zero to do with who's around them. It has zero to do with any other person. It has zero to do with their job. It has zero to do with their work ethic. It has zero to, let me give you real quick. Listen to me and write this comment down. Write this down. If working hard made you rich, everybody would be rich. Some of the poorest people in the world are the hardest working individuals that I know. There are some of you who are working 14 hours a day. There are some of you who are working 2 to 3 hours a day and still cannot get by. Working hard doesn't achieve wealth or success. That is the honest truth. And society and the powers to be taught you differently, right? Because they know the harder you work, the more stressed you are, and the more you're going to speak negative about yourself, and the more you're going to see no way out. And you will indirectly putting spells on yourself. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is God gives you everything. He says yes to everything. So what does that mean? That means you, right now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to comment at the bottom of this video. And I want you to comment your current situation. Okay? No judgment. I just want you to comment your current situation on what situation you're in right now. And then after practicing what I teach you for the rest of this video, I want you to come back in a week, week and a half, 2 weeks. And I want you to comment on what has changed. And you will see, this is my proof in this video, that if you follow and listen and do what I tell you to do, you will find a life of love. You will find a life of prosperity. You will find a life of wealth. You'll be rich beyond you could ever dream. You will find fitness. You will find perfect health. You will achieve the body that you want to achieve. You will heal yourself. You will be so enlightened if you listen to what I say next. The good news is God gives you everything. He says yes. So when you pray to God and you say things like, God, please bless me with wealth, right? Or please, God, I'm poor and I need your help. That's what most people say. God, I'm poor and I need help, right? God says, yes, you are. And yes, you do need my help. But you're not giving him a command. You're not giving him anything. He's saying, he's agreeing with you, right? He doesn't want to see you suffer. And he's just agreeing with you. So majority of people, when they pray to God and when they ask God for things, they're asking in the wrong way, right? If we know now, you're following me, we know now that God gives us what we want, right? So now you know the game. So the game is simple. Shift the way you speak, shift the way you talk, shift the way you think. From now on, regardless of what you see in the mirror, I want you to say, I am so fit. I am so beautiful. My body looks amazing. And guess what God says? Finally, he says, yes, you are. Instead of praying to God, God, please help me. I am poor. Instead, what you say is, God, my wealth is here. I am rich beyond I could ever know. I have wealth beyond I could ever know. My timing is perfect. I am a being of divine timing. I am perfect in every way. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am a millionaire. And guess what God says? He says, yeah, you are. Here you go. It is truly that simple. Instead of walking around here and saying, I'm sick, I have this, my stomach, my head, this and that, I can never get better. When God says, okay, yeah, you're right, you can't. Instead, you say, I'm perfectly healthy. I feel amazing. My body, oh my God, I feel so good right now. I feel good always. My health is amazing. I feel perfect. I am never sick. Matter of fact, I never get sick. I am healed of all things. Guess what God says? Yeah, you are. Society, in terms of the powers to be, will pay for the things they have done to humanity, for the things that they keep to themselves, for the secrets that they keep that they don't share with us, with the others. But there is a movement happening. This is part of that movement. You receiving this information, right, will now practice this, and you will see results by the either end of today, you'll see results in a week, you'll see results in 2 weeks, right? You will see your entire life shift, and guess what you're going to do? You're going to go and you're going to share this with everybody. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, I learned something amazing. The reason why my team is here is for this. It is to enlighten, it is to grow, it is to save humanity from itself. The elites know all these things, and now it's time for you to know it. You are not poor, you are perfect. You live a life of abundance, you are rich, you are amazing. I don't care what your situation says, I don't care what's going on around you. I need you to believe and speak only positive things about yourself always. Hesitate before you speak and think about what you're speaking. And also, the music industry, understand something. The elites and the evil and wicked people that control music, the people that own the recording companies know this too. That's the reason why there's certain lyrics that is allowed to go out and certain lyrics that are not, right? So understand, if you're listening to an artist who's very depressing, who is talking evilness, who is saying bad things about like love and themselves and I'm this and that, blah, 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 blah. If they're saying things about their finances that is very down and low, whatever it is that they're speaking, understand something. If you're singing these lyrics or speaking these lyrics in your head, that applies to you too. Everything applies to you. Everyone is you. Okay? And I'm going to go in a little bit more detail about that, but for now, let's stay on the music. When it comes to music, understand there's good forces in music and there's bad. I don't care how much you like an artist or how much you like this or how much you like that. If you have an artist who is singing things like, I'm a demon, I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, and you're following that BS and you're speaking that, guess what God says? Oh yeah, you are. If you got an artist saying, I'm unloved, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I can't do this, I can't, guess what God says? Yeah, you are. Be mindful of the things you're speaking, reciting in your head, because that applies too. When you're singing these lyrics in your head, that applies to the universe as well. So what you're saying in your head to the universe also applies to you. Okay? Which goes into my next point. Okay? Everyone, regardless of what you believe this, and this is something that, again, and you have to watch this video a couple times to get it. Everyone is you. I'm going to say it again. Everyone is you. Everything you see, your perception, whatever it is, everyone is you. Okay? And I can go into a whole 2-hour video on that. But we're not. For the sake of keeping this video as short as I can, I'm just going to go right in. Whatever you think about anyone else, whatever you speak about anyone else, applies directly to you. So if somebody walks by and they're unattractive, they're fat, whatever it is, and you go, in your head, oh my God, look at that person. They're so big. They're so this, they're so that. Or you speak it, because there's a lot of people out there who don't care. They say whatever they want to say. You say anything negative about these people, guess what? God says, so are you. I'm telling you, this game, this world is not what you think it is. And you can verify it right now. I want you to take a hard look at yourself. Take a very, very hard look at yourself. Put this in the comments too. Take a very, very hard look at yourself. And understand you can all change. There is no judgment, right? Because majority of the population operates on the lowest wave frequency, and majority of the population are haters. Let's be real. Majority of us are haters, right? Right? Let's be honest about who we are, right? So a majority of us are on that gamma frequency, right? We're at the lowest frequency we can possibly be on because of the hatred and what we think, even if we don't speak it, because there's a lot of people walking around smiling like they're your friend, but deep down their thoughts are very negative. And the way I want you to verify this, I want you to take a hard look at yourself. Look at your current situation, look at your life, and look at yourself. And think about the thoughts that you have throughout the day. Think about the content you're watching. Think about the things you're listening to. And think about the things you say, even when you're alone. And ask yourself, is this the life that I deserve? If your answer is anything other than yes, change. That is proof, whether you believe what I'm telling you or not. That is proof that if you're a hater, you have a horrible life. Your life is so difficult if you're a hater. Because you are constantly putting spells out on yourself and others in terms of trying to, when you speak negative or nasty, or when you think negative or nasty about others, you are doing that just to yourself also. So the joke is literally on you, right? When you speak negative, when you say negative things, or even when you're jokingly, ha ha ha, I'm dead because that's funny. Guess what God says? Oh yeah, you are. I'm serious. I am so serious. Be mindful of the things that you are saying. Be mindful of the things you are thinking. when it comes to you and others. Understand, everything you say to someone else comes back to you because you are them. They are you. We're put on this planet to love, to bring up other people, to uplift, to just have fun and to just enjoy this life. There's no secret when I hire people for my company. There's no secret that within an interview, within 5 minutes, I can tell whether I'm going to hire somebody or not. And you know how I can tell? I'll be like, tell me about yourself. And if that person gives me everything that's wrong with them, I won't hire them because I know where their heart is. But if that person tells me everything that's good about them, I know they have an amazing life. I know that life is going really good for them. And I know that they're blessed. They have wealth. They have prosperity. And 9 times out of 10, they have an amazing body also. The good news is you all can change. Every one of you can change right now. But you have to take a conscious decision to change. Make a decision right now that everything I think and speak from this point on is going to be nothing, even when nobody's around. Everything I think and speak from this point on is going to be positive. And if you are watching content and you're trying to do this and you're struggling with staying positive with what you're watching, stop watching that BS and look at more productive. Read. Read. Buy my book, You Matter. Read. It will open your third eye. The more you read, the more you can open your third eye. And you can unlock things in this world that is just beautiful. But put your phone down and read. Shift your content to more positive, loving content. Seek help with change. You book one session with me. You book one session with my team. Your life will change. Your life will change overnight with one session with me. One session. Because we can get deep into this. So deep. If you are struggling, the good news is we have made people wealthy and successful. We have brought prosperity to people doing anything. I don't care. The secret of this world that the powers that be won't tell you also, it doesn't matter what you do. I don't care what job you have. I don't care what career you have. I don't care what business. I don't care what you're selling. Everything works. Anyone that tells you otherwise plays for the other team. There is no one way to succeed in life. Everything works. My team can take whatever you have and make it work. And do you know why we do this? And we've done this millions of times. Why we turn people into millionaires. You know what I'm telling you how and why? It's because we change what's in here. We work on the inside. Not the product, not what you're doing. We shift your reality in terms of who you are as a person. We shift how you think. We shift how you move. We shift how you talk. And guess what? God takes care of you from there. And He blesses whatever product you have, whatever it is you want to sell, whatever it is you want to do. I don't care if you have money. I don't care if you don't have money. We will turn you into millionaires. We don't care. But it starts with this. Your journey starts with your heart. Join us. BrunoaLLC.com. Join us, and it's time for you to make a change. BrunoaLLC.com. You want to be successful, you want to make money, you want to be a millionaire? Join us now and make a change. It is time. And read more. In all seriousness, people need to read more. I don't know what's going on with society right now when nobody wants to read anymore. And all this stuff, listen, read more. And if you do want to read, start with us, baby. You Matter. Amazon, digital ebook, whatever it is you want to get. That book will teach you how to be a good human again and stop you from being a hater. Because majority of you are, and that's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault. This is what the powers to be, the wickedness, the families that control the wealth and everything else within this world. This is what they taught you. The ones that control the school systems, they have trained you to be factory workers. This is what they taught you. The media you're watching, the things you're seeing on Netflix, these are the things they're teaching you. They're showing you stress. They're showing you rage content. They're over-sexualizing everything. They're showing you blood. They're showing you the things that you are addicted to, right? Giving you all this sugar. It's time to wake up. Join us. Become a millionaire. I don't care how much money you have. It's irrelevant. I don't care what you want to do. Join us and we will show you the way. We love you. God loves you. Thank you guys for your time.